You are sitting in a room full of people laughing, yet you have never felt more alone. You hear the words, but you cannot feel the connection. It is like watching a movie in a language you forgot how to speak. Does that sound familiar? You are not cold or arrogant. You are simply operating on a different frequency. High intelligence is often sold as a golden ticket to success, but for many, it is a heavy anchor in a shallow sea. Let us peel back the layers of this quiet burden. Point 1. The small talk barrier. To most people, small talk is the glue of social bonding. It is safe and predictable. But to you, it feels like a slow drain on your battery. You crave the deep currents of philosophy or the complexity of the universe. Discussing the weather feels like a waste of precious breath, so you stay silent. And in that silence, a wall begins to grow. Wait, look closer. It is not that you cannot talk. It is that you refuse to perform. Point 2. The hyper-awareness paradox. Your brain is a high-resolution camera that never stops recording. You notice the slight twitch in a friend's eye when they lie. You hear the forced tone in a colleague's compliment. While others enjoy the surface, you are trapped in the subtext. You see the masks people wear to hide their insecurities. It is hard to connect when you see the fabrication behind the face. Truth is a lonely place to live. Point 3. The selective circle. You do not hate people. You just have a very high threshold for intimacy. Most people collect friends like trading cards. You prefer a single, weathered book that speaks your language. You would rather spend a Friday night alone than with 10 strangers. This makes your social circle microscopic. And to the outside world, you look isolated. But to you, it is simply quality control. Point 4. The island of self-sufficiency. Most people look for validation in the eyes of the crowd. They need the group to tell them who they are. But you have spent years building an internal world. You can solve your own problems and find your own joy. This independence is a superpower, but it is also a barrier. When you do not need anyone, people stop trying to reach you. The bridge is out. And you are the only one on the island. Point 5. The hunger for meaning. The average person is content with the routine of life. Eat, work, sleep, repeat. But you are haunted by the why. You want to build something that outlasts your heartbeat. This drive makes you restless in normal conversations. You are looking at the stars while everyone else is looking at their shoes. It is hard to walk together when you are looking at different horizons. Point 6. The peacekeeper-esque burden. You see the end of an argument before it even starts. You understand the butterfly effect of every harsh word, so you choose to walk away from petty drama. Others see this as coldness or lack of emotion. In reality, you are just protecting your peace of mind. But peace often comes at the cost of participation. You become the ghost in the machine. Point 7. The analytical curse. Your mind is a machine that never finds the off switch. You overanalyze a text message for 3 hours. You dissect your own failures until they bleed. This constant internal dialogue leaves little room for external noise. You are too busy talking to yourself to hear the world. Sound familiar? Point 8. The weight of foresight. You can see the train wreck coming months in advance, whether it is a bad relationship or a failing project. When you try to warn people, they call you a pessimist. When you are proven right, they resent you for it. Being right is a very lonely victory. Point 9. The social mask fatigue. Sometimes you try to fit in. You lower your vocabulary and mimic their laughter. But the mask is heavy. After 2 hours of pretending, you feel exhausted. You realize that being alone is easier than being a fake version of yourself. And so you retreat again. This isolation is not a mistake of nature. It is the price of a brain that refuses to stop growing. You are a deep-sea creature living in a world of puddles. It is not your fault that you cannot swim there. But here is the truth you need to hear. You are not alone in your loneliness. There are others out there staring at the same stars. They are waiting for someone who speaks their silent language. Do not lower your frequency to match the noise. Wait for the ones who can hear your song. If this resonated with you, maybe it is time to stop hiding. Leave a comment about your own experience. Let us build a circle of the misunderstood. Thank you for listening.